It's your boy Mars Kamikaze, man, and we are back for another video. So y'all were asking on the last video, we talked about how to play middle linebacker. Forget his name, but I'll put it up on the screen. He asked, could I make a video about block shedding because he can't get a tackle. Say no more. I got y'all. So look, new linebacker build. If y'all know, the old linebacker build, the whole gameplay of it is being uploaded to YouTube. The last episode is probably going up today as we speak. If you want to watch that, that was the first week the game came out where I played through the game and there's a twist in the story. If y'all seen it or y'all want to see it, go to my channel, check the playlist. It is there, all 12 episodes. But this will be the new linebacker build, but we ain't going to go say too much about that right now. I'm not going to go into it right now, but what we are talking about, like I said, is block shedding. So let's get into it. So, y'all know that I like to play the pass cover linebacker, right? So, as y'all can see, we on a pass cover linebacker, 5-star, base level. Pass cover 82, IQ 74, power, all that good stuff. 84 power, hit power, that's what I mean when I say power. Hit power 84, strength 77. Pass rushing is low as far as finesse, all that good stuff. What we really want, though, is run stopping. When you have a higher run stopping, that's what allows you to have a better block shedding. And I keep trying to explain this to people, and I need them to understand, comprehend this concept when I say it. Depending on what build you play, as far as linebacker goes, the block shedding will differentiate, will not be the same. When you upgrade your character, it will differentiate. It will not be the same. All my testing that I've done, if you go 5 stars, the numbers are pretty much around the same, no matter how you do it, give or take. I've seen 3 or 4. Right, and that's on 5-star. If you go 60, if you go 67, which is what underdog and up, the numbers change. At underdog, you can damn near get anything you want. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if they meant it to be like that, but that's how it is. So block shedding makes for you to be able to get off the blocks and to be able to get to the ball carrier faster, quicker, and not have no real issues with it. So if you want to play linebacker, you have to take that into consideration. Right, so we can grasp that concept. So the reason that we on this build, because I wanted to show y'all the base level to it. Right now, let's go out. We're gonna change builds, and we're gonna go to a pass cover linebacker that I have that is higher, so we can look at what it maxes out at. So this is how you tell what linebacker you want to play. So you got to think about it. You may want to play a linebacker that, well, I think after playing the game a lot longer, I would say that getting interceptions aren't that difficult on Heisman if you play it right. If you follow my steps in my middle linebacker video, link down in the description. If you follow those steps, getting interceptions aren't difficult. So I would say that you don't really need to play a pass cover linebacker to get interceptions, because on my base character that y'all saw in the clips of me doing that, he didn't really have any no pass accuracy, not pass accuracy, I'm tripping, excuse me. He didn't have no pass coverage. I can't even talk today. He had no pass coverage put up. He only had speed. So yeah, 99 pass cover now, right? So now we go to run stop. So run stopping with 2 left off leaves you at 66. Y'all may be thinking, well, why is that if I'm a linebacker and I'm putting that run stopping like you said? Well, for this reason. This build ain't designed to run stop like that. Can it do it? Yeah, excuse the fly. Can it do it? Yes, it can run stop, but it's not designed to do that. So even with maxing out the run stop on this build, you may get like a 78 or something like that. It won't be nothing crazy. Now, let's switch. Let's do the comparison. We'll switch to builds that are actually designed to run stop for middle linebacker, right? These builds have the badges, I like to call them if you want to use 2K terms. They have the badges to be able to stop the ball. So being able to stop the ball means that your run stop is going to be higher, which means that your block shedding is going to be higher because they go hand in hand. So when you look at it from that perspective and you look at it that way, this build gets a 99 run stop, right? So with a 99 run stop, like I just told y'all, the numbers differentiate when you do it. His block shedding has the potential to be 100. Flat out. No badges, 100. Let that sink in for a second. You factor in these badges right now, right? These two. These 2 badges right here boost your lateral sheds for running, boost your inside runs. I had these on bronze as a test. I didn't really feel a difference because on bronze my actual block shedding was lower. But on platinum, and then you mix it in with block resistance as well, these make your build feel like a god, like you want to feel. And if you pick the run stopper, he gets them on platinum. He gets all of these on platinum if I'm not mistaken. But we can test that theory as well. We can test that. We're going to switch to the last linebacker that they gave us this year. Right? Now this one has the same badges for the most part, except it doesn't have the block resistance one. Now the block resistance one is the one that I'm kind of iffy about because I haven't had a chance to really test it out yet. I need to. And then if I make a part 2 to this, if it needs one, I'll let y'all know. I'll probably just do it in one of the other videos that I do, because actually that's a lie. I'll touch on that a different time. But getting back into it again, right? So as y'all can see, this build gets 99 power. It also can get the same thing, but -1 on run stopping. So as you can see, you see how this one, which I think the run stopping one, this is literally the field general rather. I'm talking 2K stuff. The field general middle linebacker gets a 99 block shed. See what I mean about the numbers can differentiate depending on how you do it? I'm telling you, it's weird that it's like that, but what I get stat wise will not be what you get stat wise. It's not always gonna be like that. So this one gets the same thing. It gets inside disruptor, and then it get grip breaker, lateral runs, and inside runs. Now I don't know if this one can get it platinum. I know the run stopper one can get it platinum. I think these can at least get it gold. And these badges right here alone are these badges right here alone are going to be what carries you as far as not being able to get touched by the run. All right, if they do come at you, you'll be able to get them off you. Now, the only one that this one doesn't have, because it swapped it out for Aftershock, which I think Aftershock may be better if you get good at the timing of moving out of the way of shit. What was it? The block resistance one? Yeah, that's what that was. So as y'all can see, the build is pretty much the same. Now, in my opinion, this is probably going to be the best middle linebacker for most people that are getting into it, that only want to play at one time and stuff. You want to be able to do a little bit of everything, this will be it. Because even without putting your pass coverage up, I think it's like a 70 or something like that. But that's a whole different video about what's the best middle linebacker. But as far as block shedding goes, so we have a bye week. I don't think we are starting. We are starting. So actually, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to hop into a game, and y'all saw we don't have the badges for 99 block shed, right? But we do have the 99 block shed stat. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and test it and see if we notice a difference. And then we will also test, that way let me put that up so they don't sub me up. Then we will also test 92 block shed, I think it was, on that build with platinum badges. We'll test that next. So we getting a full idea, and this video gonna be a little bit longer, and I hope y'all bear with me, but this is for the people that need to know, right? So I'm gonna show y'all that even without having the stats, you can still get block sheds, but what you really need is the block sheds to make it happen. You gotta be able to get up out the way. If you can't get up out the way, it's over with for you. I'm sorry to say, it's gonna happen. It's just how it is. You're gonna have to move up out the way. When they come at you, they're gonna come at you hard and fast, right? A lot of these linemen get up to the second level, and you know they running at what looks to be damn sub 4.40 and shit. So you're gonna have to move out the way. If you don't move out the way, they're gonna hit you, and if they touch you, then you're gonna need that badge that I showed y'all before on the run stopper one, which is the one that helps you resist the block. So if you get that on platinum, I don't think you gotta worry about nothing touching you. So what we gotta do is try to make sure we get a run, and then see what the 99 block shed is looking like. So we gotta run.
Here's the handoff.
So you see how they let me shed and get right off that? They let me shed and get right off that real quick. And we're doing this real time. So we're gonna record that last 15 minutes, 15 seconds. And then we're gonna actually pause this, and we're gonna pull this up, because that was almost the game doing it for me. So watch. Hands off the controller. Boom. You see where it said shed pop up on the screen right there? All I did when that popped up on the screen was push the stick the way they told me to. And the reason that I was able to push the stick that way and it did it so fast, so you see the yellow and blue circles lighting up. The first one I didn't hit fully, right? Boom. But the second one I did. And I basically bounced right off it and kept going. That's what I'm saying. So that affects your block shed. You have to push the stick where it tells you to. It's normally right stick, left, right, up, down, whatever the case may be, depending on what you're trying to do. Like I just block shed right there, and that's why I bounced straight off him. But as you can see, it's not carrying like that because I don't have the badges. I have a 99 block stat, as y'all saw, or a block shed stat. Boom, ripped straight through. So y'all saw the block shed right there actually affects your pass rush, which makes sense because pass rushing, you do shed a block to get there, right? So having a 99 block shed and the badges to get around the dude, look, we just threw him to the ground. Hold on. Like I said, we're doing this real time, so we're recording this. Pause that. Pull it up. At 99 block shed, when I'm timing properly, I literally just swim moved him. No badges, no nothing on this one. Showed y'all we don't have the badges on him. We just have the stat maxed out. Boom. Threw him. We shed the block. So when they're coming at you, all I did was time it right. I timed it perfectly. As soon as I thought his hand was gonna come up to hit me, so let me see. Can I get that? Let me see. As soon as I thought his hand was gonna come up to touch me, I did it. As soon as his hand came up, boom, I smacked the stick to do the swim move to the left side. Watch. Right there. Boom. As soon as that hand came up, I did this. Boom, on the stick. Boom. Flick that, boom, when it came up. Watch. Boom. Hit it, gone. That wasn't even a full. It wasn't even a full, but it worked. So now that y'all get the idea of what I'm saying for that basic part right there, let me switch to a build with the badges. Let me switch to one with max badges. All right, I have to make it max badges real quick. Hold on. All right, so look. So now we back on this build, and we're going to level these all the way up to max, right? So we seen what a 99 block shed looks like without the badges on. Now we're going to see what a 92 block shed looks like with max badges. So this should allow us to shed anything that comes our way. So these three right here are the most important badges for block shedding, right? But you have to be playing the right build to do so. Once again, this is a run stopper archetype, right? Y'all know that I play a pass cover archetype. It's just my preference. Is it harder to stop the run? Yes, but it's just what I like to do. But if you want to get into linebacker, I would probably go somewhere along the lines of this because block shedding is at 92. And on this build, we got blow up, impact block resist. That's going to make sure that when they come to block us, it's harder to stop us from getting where we're going. You factor all three of these together with grip breaker and inside disruptor, you got lateral shreds on the run and lateral shreds left and right. Boy, let's play a game. Pressing up on the line. 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be a run right now. Let's see what we make a difference. Oh, he's throwing right away. Stop that. All right, y'all saw how we literally just did the spin move right there? We didn't do the spin move not no other time. Ever.
He's going to pass on second.
The clean rip by.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that.
So all that's letting me know is that that's working now. We need to run to the outside so we can see. Because all we're doing is pass rushing right now to see the shed. But what we want this. Okay, he didn't even come block us. It's not even a good example. We're gonna have to wait till we get something.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it.
Shed that.
They worked that right.
All right, it's funny that as soon as I said that and I paused the video, I literally did something. So this is what I mean, right? This is the block resist part. Watch how I literally just run through the gap. He tries to block me, I run straight by him. And that's literally because of those badges that we just put on. I literally slipped straight through him like I'm water going through the crack in the ground. He didn't even, he tried to grab me, he can't even do it. And you can tell because of the animation that they gave him was like he whiffed the block. Like when you whiffed a hit, ran straight by him. Not even touched. That's example 1. Let's get another one. All right, boom. We got another one. And I promise y'all, it's almost like the game is doing it damn near automatic for real. Like I'm tapping it fast, but like watch how fast I do this. Y'all see that? By the time he makes connection to you, if you spam it too early, you're not gonna get it. Boom, he grabs you. We swim, we get right off it. We're gone. Like all of that is your block shed stat and the ability to get off that and get where you're trying to go. All of that is one stat. All of that is the same thing. All right, so this is another example of what I'm saying, right? With the block shed stat being a 92 and both of those badges, watch how he come and get me and I'll just go squirt right by him again. Look, you see the animation they gave him? That's how I know for a fact that it's not him throwing me out the way. It's me literally just slipping straight past him. So when y'all were asking like how not to get blocked, that's it. Those badges in its own right and having a high block shed stat is gonna carry you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if I'm playing linebacker and I'm having trouble with the block shed, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably start with bronze, maybe silver. If I'm upgrading my run stop, I'm gonna put both of those badges on bronze. I'm gonna put grip breaker on bronze first. I think that's the right one. I would save the block resist for last. I would put grip breaker on bronze, and then I'll put the other one on bronze, the inside disruptor. Put both of those on bronze right away. If I'm having trouble with getting blocked, I would. If I'm making a linebacker, I'm saving my points, right? So you're gonna start with 5. If you go with a 5-star, I'm gonna spend my first 2 weeks to get 6, right? I'm gonna pump my XP in the first week, use my last point to heal up, go into the next week, right? That should be game week. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna pump my XP. I'm gonna get 1 point, which gives me 6 points. Heal up with my last point. I'm gonna go to my stats and I'm gonna upgrade for. I'm gonna show y'all. I'll upgrade for both of them at the same time. Boom. I'm gonna upgrade for both of these at the same time. I'm gonna upgrade for grip breaker and I'm gonna upgrade for inside disruptor at the same damn time. So it's 3 points and 3 points. Now, if I'm not mistaken, your run stop, if you starting off, should already be enough to allow you to get both of those, depending on what linebacker you play. I will say that again, depending on what linebacker you pick, you should be able to upgrade both of those at the same damn time from the jump. You upgrade to get 6 points. So you'll start off with 5. If you start off as a 5-star recruit, you pump your stats into XP for 2 weeks. That's the bye week. If your team has a bye week, if not, you got to play a game. And then the second week, you do the same thing again. Make sure you heal in between with your last point. You get your 6 points. Come over here to physicals. Go down to here. You put 1 there, and you put 1 there. That's gonna help you tremendously, I promise. Because in an early game, having badges helps almost more, if not more, than the stat does. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let me fact check this real quick while y'all still here. The video about to be 20 minutes, so I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer because we already at that point. Feel like we're repeating ourselves now, but sometimes some of y'all need that to make sure that y'all understand, like, you can't just go out there, especially on Heisman, and think that you're gonna perform unless you get your bill right. Don't work like that. Alright, so in the beginning of the video, I showed y'all a baby pass cover linebacker. As y'all saw, you don't even get the badges, so he don't really get block shed unless you put up his run stop, so you'll probably end up doing that to get it to that point, but you don't get the badges that we're talking about, even though if you're pretty decent at it and you time it the way I was saying before, you'll be able to shed some blocks. But if you want some extra help with that, I would start off as the field general linebacker, like I said earlier, right? So y'all can see it's 5-star field general, no stats put up, nothing like that. His run stop starts at a 77. His block shed starts at an 85, which is already significantly higher than what the pass cover dude is, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it is. But he gets these badges, and like I was saying, so you see how that's 3, and this is 3, but I gotta have a 87 strength, right? I'm only at a 86 strength. On the run stop build, you can get both of these right away. I'm positive now, because this one you almost can, which means that you would literally have to put up your strength, which is your power. You'd have to waste all 5 of these points into your power to be able to get both of these from the jump. So if you're playing the field general one for the time being, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take inside disruptor. I'm gonna take that one, and then I'm gonna go ahead and save up another, what, that'll be 2 left, 3 points to get my power up, and then another 3 points after that, so that's 8 to get this, right, to get grip breaker. So what I was saying earlier about getting your point system, and let me see if I can do it real quick. So this is what I mean by your bye week and your first week or whatever to do it. This is the method that I do. Get through all this coordinator stuff, and we don't really need to be there. A whole bunch of talking for no reason, and y'all done seen this a million times. All right, so boom, week 1. Oh, we got a position battle. We can't even do it yet. Okay. What can I do it on? Y'all get the point, man. Y'all done this before. Y'all know what I mean, upgrade XP. But just in case y'all don't, we'll do it anyway. This is what I mean by it, right? You go to your weekly agenda, and this is the first week. It's my bye week. So we upgrade once. We upgrade twice. Last point, we put there to keep from injury. Now, if you're a lower overall, you don't have a risk of playing. You don't have to do that. So boom, check it. We're not going to practice. We're going to skip right to the next part because on this build, I am already starting. So we're going to skip practice. You load into the next week, right? So as you can see, it's going to still give you that anyway if you're starting as a 5-star like I am. Boom. We load into the next week, right? We go to our XP. You see where the bar is? We give it a hit. Boom. Now we have 6 points. So on a linebacker, you would take those 6 points, and if you run in a run stopper build, you would put them into grip breaker, and inside disruptor. And now you have the beginning 2 stats of how to stop the run. Especially if you're playing on Heisman, they will 100% come in handy. You will need it. I promise you. Don't take that for granted because it's OD. No cap. It really is. But that's all I got for y'all, man. That's all I got for y'all on the run stop, on run blocking, on block shedding, on how to get to the ball and not get laid out every 2 plays and get pancaked, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if y'all like these information videos. I got some new Road to Glory that are about to drop, man. Now that the first Road to Glory is done for my first series of linebacker that I played, which I thought was gonna be my only series, but if you watch the series, you watch what happened. We can't go out like that. We're gonna run it back, and we're gonna run it back on the build that y'all just saw in the beginning of this video that we were on. So that's a sneak peek. We'll be playing for that team, and make sure y'all stay tuned for that, man. It's been your boy Mars Kamikaze, and we out of here. Peace.
You can't beat me! I'll be sure to visit your grave! Over here!